We are glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. It's going to be an awesome day. I'm leaving from here to pack my bags and fly up to Albany, Oregon. Super excited about that. Looking forward to that. Good to see everybody. That's right. Andrea Beam, I'm coming. She's like, we need to do a meeting. I said, I'm there. And Andrea, in fact, go ahead and unmute yourself, Andrea. I'm proud of you. She did all of her own marketing for this. We do a lot of marketing to help out. She invented the marketing for Albany. So let's make her, oh, look at that, Marguerite. She killed it last week in our listing class. I have rave reviews. So I'm going to go here, BrentGove.com. Boom. Okay, upcoming events.
Matt's in the house.
And yes, he is. Okay, so this right here, we look good. I look good. I got all my events for the year. I got all my speakers. I copied Andrea Beam. For those of you who are here, she created this. I'm like, that is so much better than what I have. I don't even know if I asked you. I might have, but I just copied it. I mean, she doesn't have the copyright on coolness.
R&D, baby, R&D.
Yeah, rip off and duplicate. So I literally copied this whole look. We weren't putting pictures with our speakers, and so we kind of jazzed it up. Probably the next thing I need to do is create a little bit more about each speaker, like why. These are all stars in their own right. Marguerite and Sean Work just rocked the listing masterclass. We got Phil Stringer coming in for AI in June. We got Mining Gold with Frank Cleats. He's amazing. Bill Pipes. Then this woman none of you have heard of, Tina Cole. She's a week, but we're going to have her anyways. Being facetious. Those of you that don't know me, she's an absolute tiger, lioness. She's bad to the bone. Then we have the infamous Matt Plummer, who lost 100+ pounds and over $500,000 worth of debt in 4 years. And so he's going to be talking about wealth and money matters. And then, of course, our business clinic, planning clinic. I haven't picked my speaker for that yet, but I need to work on that. But I got so busy with May Madness. What were you saying? Oh, co-host. Good. Andrea, have a co-host. So I wanted you to know, I copied Andrea. And then she says, hey, I want you to come up and do an event. So I'm going to stop sharing so that she can share. And go ahead, Andrea. Why don't you share what your event looks like in Albany, Oregon? There it is. So she created this coast-to-coast real estate collab. I like it. Momentum builders. And then she's got a little picture of me. And there's the event. She's actually charging. If you go back up. She's actually charging $10 a person. Trust me, they pay attention, they show up. I like it. And it's just a huge event. I think you got 70 people coming?
I think we're about 10 away from being at 100.
Come on, we're gonna hit the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And this is happening tomorrow from 9 to noon. You see it at top. My only advice to you, Andrea, is I would have made that a lot bigger. I haven't really analyzed. Always ask people for feedback. Like, boom, Wednesday, May 26th. You hadn't read that was good. That should be big. Like, boom, across the top. Wednesday, May 22nd, 9 to noon, or I'll be over. Then they can read the details. It's a little too hidden and tucked away. That would be my advice. You didn't ask, but there you go. And go ahead and scroll down a little bit. And then market, mindset, motivation. She even has a little trailer. I don't know if I've actually watched this. Should we watch this?
Yeah, we can try. Let's see. I don't know if I'm sharing sound, so you'll have to let me know if you can hear it.
Let's do it.
Alone.
If you're
watching this video, it means you're still in the fight. So get to this event. Reload, recalibrate, re-engage.
God for the struggle, because it's making you the man, the woman you always dreamed to be. I don't want you to tolerate it. I want you to embrace it. Are you with me? I want you to embrace the struggle.
So she made a little sizzle reel. Good for you. I like all the scratchy, like 20 millimeter video stuff. Well done. And was there anything more we didn't see of that?
Yeah, sorry. I guess I didn't go through the rest of it, but there's
I want these guys to see this is how it can be. Yep.
We go into you, and then we go into that all ticket sales are going to support a local nonprofit here. So $10 is not that much to get in the door for somebody like Brent Gove coming to Albany, Oregon. That never happens. And so, we're going to be able to give a check to the nonprofit tomorrow. They help children that are in the foster system and the families that are taking care of them. And then we have some of our other speakers, our panelists down at the bottom here, just kind of highlighting them, and then the event schedule. And
I
our
love
VIP lunch sold out.
Boom.
Boom.
Got creative. She did all this. I would have go back to the speakers. She's highlighting her sponsors. If she would have asked me, and she didn't, but I would have moved this up to the top. It's all Brent Gove show until here. I personally love this black and white look she's got. She's got great marketing, but she hit it at the bottom. I would have moved this up to the top. So get advice, get feedback.
Yeah.
And I have a friend of mine here. He just bought 15 shirts for his team. They are the god-awfulest, most hideous thing I've ever seen on the planet. It was so bad. He works in my office. He said, here's my American Express Platinum. Reorder all these shirts. They're black and yellow. It looks like the Bumblebees. It looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1981. I go, I can't look at this. I cannot physically look at you or any of your teammates. They all have the shirts on. It looks like they're going to a softball game and they're going to get drunk and drink 40 pitchers of beer. I go, just use these to change the oil on your car from now on. This is so bad. But he didn't get any advice. And yours is great. You have class, but always go, what do you think? What do you think? Get other people's advice, especially because this is the money slide and it's buried at the bottom. This needs to go up to the top. And if you can, have your web person move it up, the date bigger across the top. And then look at people like Tony Robbins. Look at people like Grant Cardone. Look at their websites. See how they do it. They spent millions of dollars developing those websites. John Maxwell. And then take what you like, leave what you don't like. There's another great way to do it. And anyway, so literally I'm buying 15 shirts. If you want free shirts, buy some hideous ones. It's a good way to get free shirts from me. Now he is at my office and I said, I can't look at this. And so it's just really, if you saw them, you'd be like, oh my gosh. He goes, what? They're great. I go, you have no taste. Anyways, we're very close friends. I go, you could never do this again. I go, have a woman do it with taste. And he goes, I did. That was my assistant. I go, she's no longer to make any ever again. So it's pretty funny. I'm just harassing the heck out of him, but he's a dear friend of mine. That's what, if you're a close friend of mine, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Anything else you want to show, Andrea, before we shut this off?
That's it. We're ready to rock and roll tomorrow. I just got off the phone with some of the other speakers and the sponsors and videographers coming in. So we're ready to go.
Okay. So hit stop screen share. So there you go. So I'm going to give you an A. It would have been an A+ if you'd have got some feedback for Rob or myself, and we would have somebody like, oh, I love her thing just the way it is. Fine. But anyway, but get feedback. It's phenomenal. It's a solid A, and that would be the only thing that would have made it different. But Tony Robbins says this: progress before perfection. Like right now, we've got our Eventbrite up for LA. And it's horrific. We're going to fix it. I looked at it today and I was shaking looking at it. But we haven't really promoted it, so no one's really seeing it. And so we're going to fix it. But Tony Robbins says progress before perfection. A lot of people try to make it perfect, then get the podcast out there. Perfect, then get the YouTube channel out there. Start and fix it. So to Andrea Bean, love you, proud of you. Okay, we're switching gears. So what we're doing here is we're doing events. Nobody's doing them anywhere in the nation. I'm everywhere. I'm asking. I'll be in Minneapolis next week. I'll be in Bend, Oregon this week. I'll be in Albany, Oregon this week. Next week, I'll be in San Francisco. I'll be in the Bay Area. I'm going to be in Pasadena, LA. I'm going around. Remax isn't doing them. Compass isn't doing them. Keller Williams isn't doing them. Real isn't doing them. They're not happening. Everyone's freaking out. So we lead from the front. I'm going to challenge everyone today to go put on an event, at least one. And if you think, well, I got enough things happening. I got a group here, and a group here, and a group here. Good, do 4. Do 4 events. You can have 10 people at your event. I literally created all of May Madness. Rob, let's pull up May Madness. Pull up BrentGove.com. And then what we're going to do is once he pulls that up, he's going to share his screen. Hey, Jenny, what's up? BrentGove.com. I just want you to pull up BrentGove.com so I can see it. Then I'll tell you. So we're going to share that. So you want to grow. This 1% club's about growing. You do events. So did you find my website? And let's share that. And I just threw it on him. He was working on another project. I could have done it, was being lazy. So you go to upcoming events. We're going to click that. And then you see I have Northern California, but I have May Madness. So I copied March Madness and I created this beautiful flyers. I also copied Limitless. I showed you last week. But one of the two, go ahead and hit that. One of the clicks I made since doing some of these other events is I'm really involving a lot of people. So we're going to make the point, click on Vacaville. So in Vacaville, I'm doing an event. We have an office in old historic downtown Vacaville. And here are all the speakers. Speakers, a lot of you have never seen before because it's not 500 people or 5,000 people. And guess what? They're pumped to be speaking at this event, and we're going to blow the doors off it. So it's not like you saw in Albany. It was the Brent Gove show till the very end. She was plus these guys. So I said, let's put them up. I think it's for a lot of years, it worked to do that. It's just time to shift. It's time to have more speakers. So here's a great example of group. Now you look at all these people, go ahead and back out of this one and click on San Francisco. And you're going to notice an entire different batch of speakers. Vacaville is in the morning from 9 to 11. San Francisco is in the afternoon from 1 to 3. And if you look at these speakers, a whole nother group of speakers speaking in San Francisco. Now, this Limitless Sales event, guess what? You could do this. You could take the name Limitless Sales 2024. What's it about? It's about helping buyers buy and sellers sell and real estate agents do more business. Boom. That's what it's about. In fact, we should probably put that on our flyers and stuff. It's about helping buyers buy, sellers sell, and agents doing more business. We teach you about lead generation, how to run your business. We have phenomenal speakers. Now, some of these speakers are brand new. Some of them have been with us a month. Hey, I just joined EXP a month ago. It's been amazing. I sold my first home for $800,000. I sold my first home for $350,000. Everyone's been so helpful. That's a 1-minute speaker. Okay. So there it is. There it is. Learn proven strategies to list more homes, master lead, change your life. Boom, boom, boom. So you can go back to this and look what I'm doing and copy it if you like it. And then you put it on Eventbrite, but that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and back out of this one and hit, now here's a mistake, Pasadena. Pasadena's a mistake. It was too late. I gave someone a chance to invite some people. I thought she was going to invite 3 or 4 or 5. She invited 12. And so I had people I'd already talked to. We have 20 speakers in Pasadena. If you count those bodies, we have 20 speakers. This is too much. And so the time is 9 to noon. You see how it's easy to read, May 29th, 9 to noon. It's the Hilton Pasadena. Everything's easy to find. But so we're going to literally do 5-minute speakers, man. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to be rifling through. It's a bit much, but it will be fine. We'll get through it. Nate Butcher's doing 45 minutes. One of those speakers will do 45 minutes because he is on fire. If you need a big speaker for an event you're doing, Nate Butcher is killing it. Go ahead and back out of that one and go back to May Madness. Let me see. Okay, yeah, go to Roosevelt. Now these are all geared towards helping people. This one here, Courage to Act, is all about not helping buyers buy, sellers sell. It's purely a recruiting deal. I'm doing Thursday, May 30th, 12 to 2. If you want to fly here and Uber to my office, this will be inside my brand new office. It's learn how to attract agents and grow your organization. It's going to be hardcore. Lunch is served. It's going to be packed. So this one's all about, growing your business. So you could have the graphics. You could do Courage to Act where you are. Do your own thing. So let's go ahead and get off the share. And for now, and then I wanted to talk specifically about Castro Valley because John Foster was here. Castro Valley was inspired by Folsom. Folsom, I speak once a year at their marketing club meeting for all the local agents. Every year they have me kick it off in January. So I went and spoke. There are probably 80 agents there, the local Folsom marketing board. I rocked it for about 45, 50 minutes, just freaking delivered and gave them a lot of value. Then said, hey, if you like what you heard, we're doing I didn't talk about EXP. You make a deposit, then you get to make the withdrawal. Help them. So At noon, we're going to have a free lunch at this Mexican food restaurant in El Dorado Hills. Everyone loves it. We got their banquet room. We had them put out rice, beans, sour cream, chicken steak, tortillas, and a pitcher of iced tea, Coke, water. It was all there. No service. We don't want waiters and waitresses coming in and out. It's distracting. Everyone grabbed what they want, sat down, got as much as they wanted. It was cheap. And we had over 100 people show up to that. I said, come back at noon, free lunch, learn about EXP, very upfront, no bait and switch. When you do the event from 9 to 11, then at 11, you do an EXP explained. That is bait and switch. It's what it is. People get irritated. Don't do it. So Folsom, everybody was excited. Everyone was saying what's so good. So Castro Valley, which was an event by John Foster. I don't think he's on here today. If we hit Castro Valley, will it show up on May Madness, Rob?
Yes.
So let's go. We're going to go back to May Madness. I want you to show Castro Valley. Now, he did his own marketing because he was one of the first. I said, let's copy the Folsom strategy because it worked. And there were so many guests. It's not shown anymore. Yeah, let's show the flyer when he pulled it up. So he's looking that up. But so what we did is I spoke at where Marguerite and Sean did the listing leadership deal, and then he created this: how to become a powerhouse listing agent. Again, this is a little what I'm trying to get away from, where it's all about Jay Kinder or all about Brent Gove or all about one person. I'm getting more people. We're involving more people, 5-10 minutes of speaker, blah, 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 that sort of thing. And so we did this. If you look, it is, where are the dates? Down here. So May 16th, 12:30. He didn't put when it ended, but it was 2. It was an hour and a half long, 12:30 to 2. And so, again, he didn't get my opinion on how to make the flyer, but it's a very good flyer, and excellent thing. It was packed. We had lunch served. He had a lender pay for all the food. So there was no charge to attend this. The room was jam-packed. He single-handedly put 100 people in a room. And then he said, I got a nice house in Castro Valley. I go, good. We'll go to your home at 4:30. We'll offer a little food, little drink, have a private chef, make some appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, that sort of thing. And he had probably, I think, 110 people at his home, probably about 50 EXP agents and about 50 guests showed up. And go ahead and get off this. And then if you could, go speaker only view, because I know you guys are watching your eyes looking around. You're looking at what different people are doing on the boxes. But go speaker to help you focus and pay attention. Is the best EXP meeting I've ever done in 7 years. It was the most successful EXP. I did EXP RevShare 2.0. I explained the new model. And every single person, like broker with 35 agents, team from Keller Williams with 12 agents, solo agents doing 90 million a year in sales themselves, more than some entire teams of 15 or 20, without fail. Every single one of them. I only talked to 9. That's a lot. Boom, boom, boom. I'm joining. I'm moving my company. I'm moving my team. I'm leaving Keller. I'm bringing my Eldorado. Every single one of them. No questions. How do we go to EXP? That was brilliant. And what I did was I focused more on the stories than the facts. I went through the slides. I used the old slides. I got to where tier 2 is 5, tier 3. You can't do that. Tier 3 isn't 10. It's 0. I just said, look, RevShare 2.0 is so new. We don't even have the new slides. And I go, but you don't even need any to get paid on 1, 2, and 3. And level 4, it says 15. It says 5 now. And level 5 is 20. It's just 10. And level 6 is 25. It's just 15. And level 7 isn't 40, it's 30. And they've made it easier to qualify for other levels. I'm watching grown men and grown women cry. I'm literally seeing people. You were going to make, I did it the old way where it was harder to qualify. And then here's where the stories do. You could say, this month I should make enough. It's going to pay my house payment and all my car payments. And it's coming in every month. What if you could do something that was making your house payment and your car payments every month? Like, seriously, I want you to dream about that because that's what can happen this month. So you can all tell that story because you're almost there, And if you can't tell that story, you say, look, I have 2 car payments, and this month revenue share is going to make both my car payments. I'm sure you love making your car payments, but I have beautiful cars and it's paid for because of EXP. Tell whatever story you can tell, And so you say, Brent Gove, his first month, it was $5,000. And they go, well, why aren't you making that? You've been in EXP for a year or 2. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. I did not get serious till just now. I was busy with sales. I allowed myself to get distracted. I was doing a property management company, whatever your story was. Now, if you say, well, nope, I was giving it 110% like Brent, hasn't happened for me. Well, truth is, I'm new to real estate. I didn't have the context, but I feel the momentum. This year, here's my goals. I should be here. And so they're going to ask you, don't shy away from it. Be a pro, not an amateur. Answer the questions now. Hey, why aren't you making that? You've been here 2 years. Learn how to answer that question with enthusiasm and excitement, and be glad they asked you that question because it's coming. When they say, what's the commission? 6%. I don't even charge extra. Most agents would charge 7 or 8% for what I do. I charge the standard 6% and shut up, right? You got to know how to answer the questions. And like, if you go, well, you make it a big deal. They're like, yeah, we're going to interview 5 more companies because you're an amateur and I love you. Learn how to answer the questions. What story do you have? Man, I've been paying a $800 a month car payment forever. EXP is paying that every single month now. It's just, honestly, it's great to have that off me. And I've finally just now gotten serious. So this year, it is my goal to get up to where I'm making $20,000 a month. I'm 42 years old. I don't have $20,000 a month coming in. I don't have $10,000 a month coming in outside of sales. I'm talking about passive income. And the good news is what you do to make 10 will double. It'll go to 20 and 30, especially with this. I realize we've had our low tide moment the last 2 years. Market's gone out. The biggest winners are the ones who hang in there and start doing events. Everybody on here has to do one event. Shay Spitz, you got to do an event. Put people together in a title company or mortgage people, get 10 people, teach them what you know. I'm only good at TikTok. Teach TikTok. I'm only good at door knocking. Teach door knocking. I'm only good at calling the expireds. That's what you teach. How many of you heard me talk about accounting? I'm that great at accounting. If my account's within thousands of what I think it should be, good. I've never gone to the penny. So people who go to the penny, they should be the bookkeeper or the accountant. I'm not interested. I don't teach database. I've never been a database guy. We have one. I have no idea how to find it. You'll hear me like, what does he talk about? Open houses, team building, mindset. I talk about what I'm good at. You don't have to, well, I'm not good at how to do it. I didn't teach the listing class last week. Marguerite and Sean taught it. You don't have to, well, nobody will come for me. You know what I say to you? You're right, because you're already defeated. Everybody will come for you. I just had Harry Dent speak for me this morning. He's a famous Tony Robbins speaker. I got to admit, I didn't think he'd say yes. I asked him, when he said it was crazy. I asked him, he goes, yeah, sure, no problem. When? It was like, it can't be that easy. Would Glenn speak with you? Don't call Glenn. He didn't even know you. Don't call him. And you, Glenn, would you speak for me? Yeah, sure. When can I help you? Glenn Sanford? But Glenn doesn't help you because you don't ask, because you're your worst enemy. You're looking at the solution and the problem. I love you. I did it with Harry Dent. I was so shocked when he said, sure. I'm like, really? I'm going after, we're doing LLA build. It's one day at the Disney Hotel and serving dinner on the lawn. The whole event for an entire day plus dinner on the lawn is $99 a person. Last year it was $697 or $299. Then most tickets for those sold out quick. Then it was $697, $1,400 a couple. Now it was 2 or 3 days, but now I think 2 days. But we're doing one day, less hotel expense. We're serving them a sit-down dinner, which we've never done, on the lawn at the Disney Hotel, right there. Beautiful venue, $99 a person. A couple, 2 people, $198. You want to bring another couple, prospects, $198, not $1,400, and they don't get dinner on the lawn. And then spend the night, get a room at the Disney Hotel, and then everyone can go to Disneyland the next day, bring your kids in, have fun. And so what do you have where you are and utilize it? So was I going to show something that I get distracted there? Did we pull up what I have?
No, I think
I did it? Okay. So Folsom inspired Castro Valley. So in Castro Valley, we delivered from 12:30 to 2 for an hour and a half, invited them to come out at 4:30, blew the place out. Every single person. It was the most successful EXP. I call it a briefing. Write that down. EXP briefing. It's all about EXP. We're going to explain all the benefits. Benefit after benefit after benefit. Everyone write that down. Write down those 3 words. We're going to explain benefit after benefit after benefit. I want to hear about that. What? All the benefits? It's a briefing. We're going to go over what's new. We're going to go over revenue share 2.0. We're going to go how you get stock award after stock award after stock award that made people millionaires. People bought dream homes in Hawaii. They bought dream homes over the ocean. They paid off their parents' homes. They paid off their sisters' homes, their brothers' homes. They've helped set their kids up in homes. They paid off their own home. We're going to go over all the stock award system, the revenue share system, and we're going to go over all the benefits, how we could take you from 20 sales a year to 40 to 80. And we're going to go over what the tech tools are. Come, don't oversell it. It's going to be great. And if you delivered on the front end, like I'm not capable of delivering, get somebody who is. Justin Ford, reach out to him. He'll come speak for you. He was in prison, and now he's a really successful real estate broker. They had pictures of him all beat up and bleeding from a mugshot. He was running with the wrong people, very young, went to prison. Now he wears a suit and a tie. He looks like Tony Robbins. He looks like John Maxwell. He looks handsome, amazing. This is like 20 years later, and he's a very successful real estate broker. His revenue share organization has 200 people in it. He's got 26 FLQA, which is enough to get paid on all 6 levels and almost coming up on 7. But get Justin Ford. Well, I don't know Justin Ford. Why don't you ask me? We get a list of people that will come in and speak for you. But then again, I can't stress this enough. It is not about you gathering all the EXP people in Spokane, Washington, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. This is about you doing mean. If they hear about it, yeah, come on over. If you're out of room, just be honest. Hey, we're completely out of room. We're standing room only. I wish I could have you. I'm super inclusive if you know me. I always tell everyone, everybody's welcome. Mi casa, su casa, come, right? Like in Pasadena, we're going to blow that thing out so hard, and there'll probably be 100 people that won't get in the door. That's called excitement. And they might be mad. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have got here at 9:30 because the event started at 9:30. You show up at 9:30, think you're going to seat. EXP is the hottest, most smoking on fire thing in the world. And they're like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even get in the room. What am I missing out on? It's called FOMO. Fear of missing out. You're like, well, my room's too slow. My broker, my title company can only hold 10 people. Good, put 60 people in there. Jam-packed the living heck out of it. It's energy. It's claiming energy in a small room, and then hold the chairs, wait the chairs. Add the chairs to the last second. Oh, I got to get all the chairs out. And then if there's 10 empty chairs, I rate it an F. You add chairs. It only takes a second to add 10 minutes. I only need more chairs. I only need more chairs. We need 10 more chairs. Oh my God, that turnout's insane. We were expecting way more. But because we put out half what we're expecting, we're adding chairs. Oh my God, they notice, they see the chairs coming out. Oh my gosh, it's amazing turnout. This EXP thing's on fire. I'm glad I got here when I did. And they go, well, now we're 5 minutes late. You want to be 5 minutes late because you're putting chairs out. What you don't want to do is my biggest fail was to put out 1,000 chairs in Las Vegas. And we had 600 people show up, and there were 400 empty chairs. It was painful. It just let the air out of the balloon. It blew the candles off the cake. The little kids' balloons pop, 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 and he looked sad. It was the worst meeting I've ever done in 7 years, and we had 600 people there.
Your energy was different in that room because of that, Brent. Were
you there? Were you there, Bill?
Yeah, I was there on that one.
You can't, it's so hard to lift a room like that. You want a small room, blow it out. You know how many, Rob, we have 20 speakers in Pasadena. How many people does that room hold? Do you remember?
Well, I just made it big.
He made it larger because we are having a rocking success. But we had 150, right?
We originally had max 150.
Max 150, which I would cram 200, 250 in there. Bring on the fire marshal. Bring him on. Yeah, take me. This is great. This EXP is great. I need 100 of you to leave this room. That's good. Oh, it's bad. The fire marshal kicked out. It's good. Do you understand? You want the hotel manager threatening to kick you all out because it's insane and out of control. That's how you grow this business. How many does the new room hold?
200.
We went up by 50, 200. I hope we have 250, 300. I hope 400 or 500 people show up. Should have got here earlier. Should have got here earlier. You guys are afraid to get small rooms. I have 20 speakers. The room holds 200 people. We're going to blow the doors off it. But number one, write this down. Add value, add value, add value. John Maxwell, right out of his playbook. Tony Robbins, right out of his playbook. Value, value, value. Train them on listings and buyers and sellers. Don't mention the letters EXP. And then later that day or the next day. So I'm going to Bend, Oregon this week. Guess what I'm doing? On Thursday, we're training them about real estate. We don't mention EXP. And I say, look, this isn't about Compass. This isn't about Keller Williams. It's not about EXP. This isn't about Southern. This is about your kids, man. We're going to help you. We're a real estate community. We're going to love and support each other. Get up there and say that stuff. It's true. And it isn't about EXP, because if you're not making enough money, this is hurting your kids. And when we're all done, I said, I hope you enjoyed today's speakers. They know they're all EXP. They know it. And sometimes if I feel like they don't, I go, hey, I don't know if you know this, but every speaker he had today just joined EXP. They're all EXP speakers, all of them. I do not allow RE/MAX to have the stage, not because they're not good. They're great. And then people want to go join RE/MAX. I don't allow, were you afraid of it? Yes, I am. Because if a really good speaker from Compass comes, as a new agent, I'm going to go join Compass. I'm not joining EXP. Man, I loved Bill Rapp. Coach Bill, he was great. What company he's with? I don't care what company he's with. He's with Berkshire. He's with Century. Bill Rapp's with Century 21. That guy was the best. I'm going to Century 21. I would join freaking Century 21, an old, tired gold coat brokerage, whatever, gold and black, everything about that company. I would join because if Bill rocked it. So I'm telling you right now, but if I let them speak, they'll come and then I might sponsor them. You're ruining it for everyone who came up to that event. Your speakers should be EXP only. That's all I ever do. And don't be afraid. So here's one of the switches we're making is we're getting new speakers, people with the company for 30 days, 60 days, whatever they did. I listed a $5 million building. I'm so excited. I love BDXP. Everyone's been so helpful. Good. That's a 1-minute speaker. It's okay to have a 1-minute speakers, 2 or 3 of them, sprinkle them like a cook. Throw some cilantro, throw some garnish in there. Be a cook, throw them in there. Have some 3-minute speakers. Thank God Rosie gave me like 10 3-minute speakers. You have 3 minutes. Get up there, say what you got to say in 3 minutes. We have 5-minute speakers. So we're having more speakers, and then your stars get 10 minutes. The biggest people you want maybe 20 minutes, and do 2-3 hours. And then if I get shorter, I get shorter. Maybe I end up with 10 minutes. That's fine. People heard from me enough. But so we're doing this. So in Bend on Thursday, we're going to love them, help them, give them value. At the end, I just say, if you like this, tomorrow we're serving lunch, 1:00, EXP business briefing. We're going to go over benefit after benefit after benefit, how this company has changed so many people's lives, what's made it the largest, most successful real estate company in the world. That's not a franchise. Make sure you get that last little sentence and then go, by the way, we'll pass the franchises in 24 to 36 months. We're going to pass them. We'll be the largest real estate company in the world, period. And you cannot put your head in the sand like, well, I talked to somebody. That's like a homeowner thing. I talked to a RE/MAX agent, and I'm never going to talk to a RE/MAX agent again because I wasn't that impressed with the RE/MAX agent. That's silly. You didn't talk to RE/MAX, and not all RE/MAX agents are the same. I don't care who you've talked to at EXP. And I go, come to our business briefing. Call it a business briefing. Not a lunch and learn. It's a bit of a tired old term. Come to our business briefing and learn about EXP. And we're going to talk about the stock award system, the revenue share, retirement program, and you'll see why it just became the largest real estate company in the world. That is the big statement. I own a bakery. It's the largest bakery in the world. I mean, when you could add in the world to whatever it is you're doing, you have transformed an industry. And so your passion is contagious. It's infectious enthusiasm. And so, man, dial it up, and then people will respond to you. Oops, I just went over. So let me wrap this up with this. Well, I'm way over. I just thought I had 5 minutes left. I'm over. So I'll end with this. I'm going to skip a story I was going to tell you. I'm challenging all of you to do one. Text me. If you're going to take the challenge, text me right now. Say, Brent, I want to do a meeting on listings. I want to do a meeting on buyers. I want to do a meeting on how to sell 50 homes this year. I'm going to do a meeting on open houses. That's what I'm good at. I'm going to teach people how to make 100,000 extra with open houses. I'm going to do a meeting on AI, social media, Look at Shay's list, or not Shay's list. I'm sorry, Shay. Andrea Beam's list. I stole it from her. I had my topics, but go look at that and go pick one and do a meeting. And if you've got groups, like Clark Broom has groups in LA, he has groups in Phoenix, he has groups here in Sacramento. He should be doing events. Go do events. I'll say this: the man or the woman who makes the money is the man or the woman in the front of the room. Have a great day. Text me. Let me know if you're going to take the one. You got to start somewhere. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Do one meeting, 5, 10 people at a mortgage company or a title company's conference room. Neutral turf. Agents are used to that. Do not do it at your office. Do not need to go to a hotel. Do it there. Invite people. Your prospects. The goal is for you to get prospects. Have an awesome day. We'll see you guys. Bye for now.